Hello everybody, CW here. Time for part 3 of this 10 guns in 10 days challenge. We're 3 days in and I've got another double gun or 2 gun to show you because they're the same, and I wanted to show 2 because you can see some of the variants that these were offered in. Now this is another one that you may not have even heard of. It's kind of spawned from all of this nonsense with assault rifles. It's one that's been labeled as a 50 state legal version of an AR-15, and it's called, these ones are called the SCR, Sport Configurable Rifle, and it was made by Aries Defense down in Florida. I believe they've either split off and they've got their own company, or somebody bought them. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but they go by a different name today. And I had it on the tip of my tongue and it just zipped right out of my head. But I'll think of it when we're as we're going here, I'm pretty sure. So let me show you the first one. This one here is an SCR. Again, Sport Configurable Rifle. It uses a complete and normal AR-15 upper. Absolutely 100% the same as what's on every other AR-15. The difference is the bolt. The bolt, the BCG, bolt carrier group, it basically looks like you took a regular bolt carrier group and chopped it off right behind the pin that holds the firing pin, and then attached a rat tail that kind of arcs, because the buffer spring is in the buttstock here. Now, if you look close, this may have a resemblance to you of a Remington product. And that's because it is. This is a Remington 1100, 760, 870 buttstock. External dimensions are the same. The difference is the inside. They've got a little bit larger tube cut on the inside. So unless you've got the ability to drill out buttstocks, you're going to have to stick with 1100 or 1187 buttstocks if you want to put wood on them. This is as it comes, plastic stock. This one's been Cerakoted green and also been totally changed up here. This has got a super heavy 1-inch barrel. I don't know the manufacturer. I bought it like this. It's got aluminum, a heavy aluminum free float tube, and one of the big giant gas blocks. It is a 1 in 9 twist. Oh, R Guns. R Guns is the name of the barrel. It's a 1 in 8 twist barrel, and it shoots really good. I actually use this as my 3-gun rifle in 3-gun competitions. I've got a couple of add-ons on it. It uses a regular AR-15 magazine. I've got an ambi mag release on it. I've got a different bolt stop on it. It uses a regular charging handle. And I just pulled my tube off my power ring. It's adjustable and I can change it. Regular bolt carrier group, charging handle, everything as normal as you'd expect with an AR-15. The difference is the butt here. When I did put this together, all I had was a red one. I've got to get a black one. The bad thing about these is the triggers. The triggers kind of stink. The first generation guns were downright awful. They use a regular crossbolt safety, and they shoot just like an AR, but they shoulder more like a hunting rifle or an 870 or a 760 pump action or a 7600, 7400 semi-auto. And they shoot really good because, you know, everything's AR. Basically the lower is what's different, and the bolt carrier group. So you could buy these as just a lower and a bolt carrier group, and then use whatever upper you might have. Now this one is 5.56 223. And this one over here is one that I built, and I've had a couple of videos on my other channel, and I need to do more because this one here is kind of fancy. This one here is one I built up in 350 Legend. So I've got a 24-inch Faxon barrel on it. I've got a diamond head handguard. I've got some other parts on the inside that are special. I got a Right-On Optics 4-16 scope on it with a Pigplex reticle, which I really, really like. It's got a dot, and there's nothing up above. Everything is on the sides and below, and the top is all open and wide and clear. So it's really a nice look. And I've got a 1100 trap buttstock on it. So you got nice grain. It's a really pretty stock. Again, same thing. It's got removable magazines. This one's 350 Legend. Got the same bolt carrier group. I've got a gunfighter charging handle on here. And this one is a later model. So the trigger's a little bit better, but it still stinks. Still an awful trigger. You cannot use mil-spec parts in here for the trigger. So you're pretty much stuck with it. And one problem that it has, and it has had, is the pin for the hammer. It'll ride out, and it'll cause the gun to malfunction because the hammer cocks. So what I've done is I've installed a anti-walk pin, which has got threaded heads on it, so it can't walk out either way, and that pretty much cured the problem. It's got standard 154 pins, but they're a little bit different location for mil-spec parts, so you have to work on what's there. And I've heard horror stories about the hardness of these. So they're basically made to mil-spec, I was going to say procedures, but it's not the word I'm looking for. Conditions, or the same way the cheaper mil-specs are, which are surface hardened. So if you stone on them at all, they'll end up giving you problems and changing. So you don't want to really change them too much. You don't want to grind on them too much. But the gun shoots pretty good. This Faxon barrel is, I forget what they call it, but it's a pretty light contour for being so long. And I had to get two of them. The first one I got was when they first come out with them, and it had a few problems, and they were really good. Faxon was great to deal with. They sent me out another barrel. Pretty much no questions asked. They had it in the mail before I really even asked for it. I showed them the video, showed them the problems I was having, and no problem at all. They sent me out a new barrel. I put a recoil pad on here. It's just a rifle pad. There's no real recoil, so it's just to make it stick to your shoulder, because I wanted to make it a little bit shorter for hunting. This is a hunting gun for colder weather, and it's a pretty handsome gun. It's got pretty nice wood on it, as you can see, and I really like it. So there you go. These are the SCR rifles, made by Aries Defense down in Florida, and Fight Light. I told you I'd think of it. Fight Light is the name of what they're called now. So I don't know if it's a new company, if it's a new portion of that company, or if somebody bought them out and calls them Fight Lights now. But if you look them up online, you'll see them. You'll see a lot of stuff about them, and it's a pretty nice rifle, especially if you're in one of those states that doesn't like ARs. These are not on any list that I know of, and they're a good option. All right, everybody. God bless. Take a look over to Timmy's channel. Again, this is Timmy's challenge, Treetop Outdoors, and see what he's got going. We got a bunch of guys jumping on. Walnut and Steel jumped on. Nibs jumped on. There's another guy I just spoke with today, and I'm sorry I forgot your name. He did it last year, and he's doing it again this year. And I know Pastor Georgia Boy 44 is thinking of doing it, so I hope he does. We've got Mark Thomas is doing them. So there's a whole bunch of us doing them, along with the guys that I've already named, which is Boomstick and Hamilton Outdoors. So join us. pull out stuff out of the back of the gun safe, out of the dusty corners, and show us what you got. I'm trying to show you different stuff that you may not have seen, trying to keep it interesting, trying to rotate it, pistol and handgun. I had a totally different one I wanted to do today, but I think I'm going to save that for near last, save best for last kind of thing. So that'll be it. God bless everybody. CW out.